hit the share, like, comments button, and always know that it is my goal to help you become financially free through the crypto market. So let's get started. This is Chancellor of Compound Finance, Jake Chervinsky. I believe I'm saying his last name right. So he made a thread July 30th, and basically the Congress, they released the infrastructure bill, and crypto is within the infrastructure bill. I believe the bill is like 2,000 pages. It's like a document of like 2,000 pages or something like that, some ridiculous amount. Um, so yeah, if we jump into this, I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm just get to like the three major parts. Um, so basically, I'm gonna read it. A new provision has been added that expands the text code definition of broker to capture nearly everyone in crypto, including non-custodial actors like miners, forcing them all to KYC users. Um, so going down, this bill expands the definition of a broker to include any person who is responsible for and regularly provides any service effectuating transfers of digital assets. This can include DEX and peer-to-peer markets. Um, I'm gonna read this part. This can include proof of work miners, proof of stake validators, um, and then on this fourth bar or this fourth thread tweet, um, this can largely affect DeFi markets such as DEX liquidity providers, liquidators, protocol governors, etc. And this can also really involve developers. And yeah, uh, and like he says down here, this is a very bad idea. Now, here's the problem with this. Basically, the definition of broker has been expanded, and this tries to capture every single category, every single group of people that are in the crypto space. And the three main groups of people that are targeted, that it's nearly, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, is proof of work miners, proof of stake validators, and developers, software developers, or blockchain engineers, however you want to say it. Um, and the thing is, these are the three groups of people that um, can't really be considered KYC users. Um, None of these groups of people are necessarily, these groups of people don't necessarily have to be investors. I'll use developer as an example. As a software developer, you can be working on the technology of crypto, but that doesn't mean that you have to invest in the crypto itself. And for a developer to have to do KYC makes no sense at all. You do not have to be an investor, a KYC customer, to be considered a developer. It makes no sense at all, and that also applies to proof miners and validators. It's impossible for these groups of people to obtain the necessary information to be considered a KYC user. Um, and that also goes along with DEXs. I mean, you don't have to, as we all know, a DEX doesn't require KYC. So, I mean, the way that they broaden the definition of broker makes entirely any sense. And if this is taken literally, like Jake Chervinsky says, this can really destroy crypto. This can really, you know, mess up crypto and cause people to go outside of the U.S. because this is where this is happening, the USA. Um, if it's taking literally this text code and crypto, the crypto space is definitely against this, and it has shown these past week, or maybe has it been 2 weeks? No, I wouldn't say it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, no, it has been 2 weeks. Yeah, these past 2 weeks. So we go here. So the infrastructure bill it first has to go through the Senate, and there has been two proposed. There were two proposed amendments to the tax code for crypto. So if we go down, um, the first one was the Wyden Toomey amendment. Uh, okay, so I'm going to read this one first. So the Portsman Warner Cinema proposed amendment. So basically, this amendment changes the broker definition by basically only protecting proof of work miners from the new requirements. So like this talks about like proof of work model where miners complete you know computer computation or whatnot to validate blocks and the blockchain and yeah, but this didn't protect proof of stake validators or software developers or liquidity providers, any of that. But the other amendment, and this one was a lot more. This was the one that was recommended. This is the one that was pushed for. That got more of support. So this the Toomey Loomis amendment, and basically this is from Toomey. The quote from Toomey. Well, first I'll say that this excludes the miners, validators, hardware and software makers, and protocol developers. So this excludes a lot more groups of people in crypto than the other proposed amendment that wouldn't possibly be able to comply with KYC requirements. So, because that never made sense to begin with. So, she said, or he said, our amendments will ensure non-financial intermediaries like miners, network validators, and other service providers, many of whom don't even have the personal identifying info needed to file a 1099 with the IRS, are not subject to the reporting requirements specified in the bipartisan infrastructure package. So yeah, these were the two proposed amendments, and since this excludes more people in the crypto space, this was the one that was widely supported. So I'm gonna go to the next article. So we get down to the day where the Senate's, they vote on whether or not the amendment should go through. Each one of the amendments, one of them could go through, both of them could go through, none of them could go through. So basically, every senator agreed to, changes to the tax code, except Senator Richard Shelby. So Richard Shelby filed an objection after attempting to attach his own amendment to increasing military spending. And Senator Bernie Sanders objected to the Shelby motion, resulting in Shelby then objecting to the overall compromise. So um, it is so unfortunately everybody has to vote, the same, and because Senator Richard Shelby objected from it, um, it didn't go through. It didn't go through the Senate. And if we go on Twitter, this is his reply. So this is on August 10th. So I supported Senator Toomey cryptocurrency amendment. I know of its importance to innovation and job creation, but I believe it pales in comparison to the security of our nation, which is why I called for a vote on my defense infrastructure amendment. It's unfortunate that Democrats blocked both amendments. So, yeah, both amendments were blocked. Both didn't go through, and that is a statement for why he objected. Um, and yeah, so Richard Shelby, he wants to focus more on military funding than crypto. So, yep. So these are the newer things that have occurred with this infrastructure bill, because there's still a battle going on with this. So recently, this is like 2 days ago at the time I'm recording this. No, 3 days. So basically, the Treasury Department has clarified the definition of broker. All of a sudden, so we scroll down. A Treasury official reportedly told Bloomberg that developers, miners, and wallet providers won't be subjected to the new reporting requirements, and provided that they don't act as brokers. So I mean, if that's true, I mean that's really good news, because I mean, in all honesty, that's really unfair. Um, didn't make any sense at all in the first place, because I mean, those groups of people wouldn't be able to even comply with KYC. It wouldn't make any sense at all. But if we go to another article relating to this, so this is talking about how Jake Chervinsky feels about the Treasury Department's motives towards this. So General Counsel to Compound Jake Chervinsky has warned that the Treasury Department wants to capture the DeFi sector through the crypto provisions added to the infrastructure bill. So there's a quote right here by him saying, "This is all about DeFi. This is the Treasury Department trying to work out how to get jurisdiction over DeFi and also expand its warrantless surveillance over a peer-to-peer financial system." And I believe he states how, let's see, another quote by him: "We found out very quickly that it wasn't just a senator's misunderstanding. The Treasury Department had played an important role in drafting the language and also ensuring that any revision we proposed was going back to the Treasury Department for their approval or rejection." Chervinsky's understanding is that Treasury feared the industry will argue that decentralized exchange, liquidity providers, and other DeFi participants are involved in validating transactions and should therefore be exempted from the regulation. Another quote: "The idea that you would carve out an exemption for what is viewed as the really bad, horrible climate change causing ocean boiling proof of work money, but then not have that exemption for proof of stake validators just made no sense." I agree with this, because proof of stake it has been shown that proof of stake works much better than proof of work, and based on what mining equipment you use. I mean, mining hardware can, for one, it skyrockets your electricity bill like crazy, and it can destroy the environment. And for something like Bitcoin, it just inflates it like crazy. I mean, the inflation is going down and down every 4 years because of the happening, but proof of stake is definitely a better and more successful model than proof of work. I mean, especially since proof of stake, I mean, it's more cheaper. Um, I'll say more cheaper. You know, you don't have to buy any hardware equipment, that mining hardware. So yeah, much cheaper. And his last quote: "The entire industry, basically without exception, banded together to fight this. Yes, this bill is a threat, but more important was how effectively the industry was able to rally and defend itself in DC." So, yeah, just from that, you know, people advocated for crypto in DC, and I mean, I believe that yeah, we are definitely, crypto community is strong, and it is very evident that we are putting in the work to make changes to this text code and to ensure that this doesn't go the way that it originally was proposed in infrastructure bill. So that's really good. Um, and I mean, my thoughts on this. I mean, if the Treasury Department did write, you know, this text code in the bill, and the Treasury Department is secretly trying to destroy DeFi. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, honestly, the government, they wouldn't want the little people, you know, getting rich or whatnot, and in all honesty, that would, you know, cause them to lose more control over our finances, you know, and honestly, that brings more freedom to us, and that's probably what they're trying to stop from happening. So I mean, if that's the case, I wouldn't be surprised. And yeah, I would not be surprised. Is this so? You can go to this website 540future.org. This still has to go through the House of Representatives. HOR is the only hope to stop the bill from killing crypto. And this is basically a way to put in your information for the website to give you the number. So you'll type in your information and you'll hit contact address, and you'll basically get a call from your phone, and that will direct you to the House of Representatives. Before it was the Senate, but you know, since it already went through the Senate, or since it already got denied from the Senate, now it's going through the House of Representatives. So yeah, if you want to call HOR, then you can go here. And they give you a little speech that you will, you know, say to your House of Representatives. So yeah, I mean, and look here, 41K calls, over 1,000 emails so far. So this is proof that we are putting in the work to save the crypto space. That is the end of the video. This is a huge deal to crypto, and you know, the amounts of, you know, support around this shows how strong the community is, and show that, you know, something like this can really destroy the crypto economy. It can also destroy crypto businesses if nothing is done about it. But yeah, once again, if you like my content, please subscribe. Hit the share, like, and comments button. Turn on the notification bell whenever I come up with a new video. check out the description below, and I will see you in the next one.